Coming up on NewsWatch 12 at 6, the encampment seen here on your screen could be slashing its hours, and another one could be closing altogether. We're live in Grants Pass as new city leadership preps for big changes to its homeless response. And construction continues on a Rogue Valley housing project that is now searching for new homeowners. Details on the project and how to get involved. And is your home at risk for wildfire? A finalized map from Oregon State and the Department of Forestry can show you. Find out what went into making this statewide map and how to use it.
Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 at 6.
The Grants Pass City Council currently in a special meeting just 1 week into Clint Scherf's term as mayor. Thanks for joining us tonight for NewsWatch 12 at 6. I'm Haley Gravitt. As Scherf settles into office, this is his first move to bring council in a new direction. NewsWatch 12's Samantha Cadera joining us live in Grants Pass. Sam, you've been sitting in on the council's first meeting of the year. A lot happening. What's the latest?
Yeah, you guys, I've been here since the meeting started all the way back at 3, and if you can see right behind me, it's still going on. But what brought most people in and the overflow of people was the discussion of the idea to revoke the funds from Mint due to the building. And a lot of people brought up opinions and spoke during the meeting about how they feel about Mint and nonprofits in general. And the consensus for people that were sharing, they were opposed to the decisions, and that did pass with a 5-2 vote. And they shared that it would worsen homelessness. There was criticism of council and accusations of an immature decision making and a lack of support for nonprofits. And many people shared that there's safety concerns, everything like that. And once I left and I returned back into the meeting, and this is new information, that they did pass the new resolution for to improve the J Street, they will be closing down J Street and improving the hours from 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. that morning, and J Street will be completely done. But for now, I'm reporting live in Grants Pass, and I will have more at the 11 o'clock. But for now, reporting live in Grants Pass, I'm Samantha Cadera.
Sam, thank you. And to recap, the Grants Pass City Council is meeting with several items on their agenda. Already, the council has voted 5-2 to take away shelter funding from Mobile Integrative Navigation Team, or MINT, as Samantha was telling us. This is a developing story, and the latest information can be found on air or at kdrv.com, as well as coming up tonight on NewsWatch 12 at 11. Now let's turn over to Storm Tracker 12, Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman, to see our conditions for us this evening.
Well, pretty quiet right now, Haley. We're just seeing a lot of cloud cover out there. Take a look at current temperatures. It was pretty chilly today because of all the cloud cover as expected. 40 right now in Medford, 36 degrees in Klamath Falls. We're down to 28 up in Christmas Valley, upper 30s in Montague and Mount Shasta, and holding on to 50 in Gold Beach. It will be a colder night tonight. We're going to stick with generally mostly cloudy skies, but we will also be tracking the potential for areas of fog. The mid to high level clouds could limit that a little bit. Right now, visibility is pretty good across the board, but there will still be that potential in spots to see some of that fog develop overnight tonight. Otherwise, mostly cloudy. We'll drop down to 33 in Medford, 45 in Brookings, falling into the 20s in Klamath Falls and Wairika tomorrow. For your Wednesday, it should be a fairly quiet day, decreasing clouds into the afternoon, and temperatures will bump up a little bit from today's highs. Look at Brookings, though, 67. A little bit of the Chekhov effect going to go on tomorrow with some breezy offshore winds boosting those temperatures. Tracking changes, though, late in the week. The return of some wet weather in the region. I'll have the details on that system to end out our work week, and we'll take a peek, of course, towards the weekend coming up in just a bit. Haley.
Thank you, Matt. And Oregonians have a new wildfire hazard map tonight. The state wants the map to inform people about their risks, resources, and responses to wildfire. NewsWatch 12's Jerry Howard reports some people say it causes problems.
It's amazing because you got areas in downtown Medford that are considered moderate risk, according to this new fire map.
Oregon has a final version today of its statewide wildfire hazard map. The map assigns low, moderate, or high risk level to every property in the state.
There are some particular geographical areas that have larger amounts of high hazard than others just because of the 4 categories that the map has to be based on by law, and that's weather, climate, topography, and vegetation.
The map shows high hazard areas in orange. Purple shows moderate level, and green shows low hazard risks. The state first issued the map in 2022. It had a lot of reaction when some property owners said insurance companies were using the map to raise premiums or deny coverage.
Our major concern is it stays a hazard map and doesn't become a risk map, and that insurance companies don't start using it to weigh evaluations for risk.
ODF says properties in both high hazard zones and wildland urban interfaces will be prioritized for wildfire risk mitigation. Reporting in Medford, I'm Jerry Howard.
Welcome back to In the Garden. We are seeing rain, you're seeing snow, winter time. Obviously, you can't really get out in the garden, but what if we bring it inside? So
yes.
We have seed starting.
Exactly. So it is a little late to get out there and do your seed sowing out in the garden, but it's not too late to sow your seeds inside. And a lot of your fall crop can be sown inside and then still taken out for the winter time. So that is always a great option for, us, a little late to the jump on the thing. So.
And Kira, I mean, you have a beautiful display here. We're going to give you some credit because this is awesome. You have lots of things here. Where do we want to start? I mean, looking at all this.
So basic starting kit for someone who wants to try and start seeds, which I always greatly recommend, is a nice drip tray, your starting medium, which I brought a couple different choices on the starting mediums. We've got these great Jiffy pots, or the cow pots, which can be planted directly into the ground when you get them started and ready to go if you want. You also have the domes, which are great to have to help add humidity and heat, which is greatly important when starting seeds. You want to always make sure that they have that moisture, and then the humidity just jumps that germination rate up by quite a bit. So this is always great to have as well. You don't necessarily need one so tall, of course, but as they get bigger, it's nice to have that extra space when they get there. And then tags are always important because they all look quite the same when they're little. So you want to make sure we know which ones are which for planting out in the garden.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kira. And if you have any questions about seed starting indoors, you could head to your local Grange Co-op or just head on over to our website, kdrv.com.
And Rogue Valley Habitat for Humanity is continuing construction of its largest housing project ever. Damien Alvarado has details on the affordable homes and how you can get involved.
Located off Grandview Avenue in Medford, volunteers are helping build a home for a first-time homeowner. This unit will be the only house a part of the project.
A work of love for us and our volunteers. You see them all here working today, and it's kind of the magic of our program that helps it all come together.
We previously reported that the project has sparked mixed reactions from nearby residents regarding parking overflow. Well, program director Brandon Toms said after discussion with residents, they understood the need for affordable housing.
The message has never been, we don't want these people here. And that is really heartwarming because we do need housing and people do need a place to grow wealth and eliminate the cycle of poverty that many of these families are found in.
That's just one of the 13 homes being built. Pretty soon, right behind me, construction will start on this plot of land, bringing 12 other town-like homes to finish the project at 13. So I asked Brandon how you can get involved.
My biggest piece of advice is don't count yourself out. If you think this is a possibility for you and your family, invest in coming to the orientation. That will be a dividend to you and your family for probably generations to come, because a lot of people just don't have an opportunity to build wealth with homeownership or even enter the homeownership market in Southern Oregon.
The selected families will eventually purchase these homes that they will help build. Reporting in Medford.
So we're excited to find those people and partner with them and build them a beautiful home.
Damien Alvarado.
And the avian flu continues to spread throughout the nation, causing a shortage in stores across America. Rocky Walker has more.
Avian influenza is causing a nationwide egg shortage, causing bakeries like this to scramble to find their supply. Bakers can use up to 60 eggs a day to keep up with business, but shortages are leaving them without. With only 2 days worth of eggs left at Delish, a new role for the owner is looking for eggs in many stores' empty sections. It's extra work to keep her business open, but she says she doesn't push over easy.
To have to run over to Costco every day, go in and just go to the egg section to check definitely increases workload even more. And then there's the stress of trying to figure out what are we going to do if we can't find eggs.
Not only has availability affected her business, but so has price fluctuation, with her seeing prices tripling in some cases, building worry for the future.
That's the thing I worry about on this. The prices had already been increased, and now, even after the shortage, that they're not going to come back down to where they were.
An overhead cost she says she can't pass on to her customers.
All of a sudden there's a shortage that you can't just raise all of your prices, and eggs go into almost everything that we make here. So it just is, you kind of have to take the hit with it.
And the egg shortage isn't just causing problems in commercial kitchens, but personal shoppers tell me that the lack of availability and skyrocketing price is leaving them feeling burnt.
I did walk by and notice that they were really skyrocketing.
Get all the eggs you can right now while they're down low, because they're just going to go up higher.
In Medford, I'm Rocky Walker reporting.